got Sarah, Morgan, and Millie joining me live on the Gina Tom Breakfast Show with OC Davis. If you're tuning in expecting some letters, we've already given them out for Unscramble, so you'll need to go on our Facebook and enter that. You've got just under an hour now to get involved. But now we're going to turn our attention to the stage. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's so lovely to be able to catch up with you ahead of Anastasia Youth Edition coming to the Boulevard Theatre. Sarah, I'm going to come to you first because I think we're kindred spirits when it comes to musicals and when it comes to cartoons and when it comes to reliving our childhood. And I think, like you, was this the DVD that stayed in your DVD player for a long time?
Yes, definitely. And I knew all the songs. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love the show.
I think I still know all of the songs. I used to watch this so regularly with my sister. And then it turned out when I went to university, two of my housemates also adored this show. And it's a cartoon where it is like a musical theatre in a cartoon. They all look at the camera and put their arms in the air. It's a real show. So for those who might not know Anastasia, Sarah, give us a very brief outline as to what we can expect of the storyline without giving too much away.
So Anastasia is the story of a Russian princess who, in the 1920s, when the royal family was overthrown in Russia, and there was a rumor that there was a surviving princess, and so there was a lot of interest in trying to find the princess. And Anastasia is the story of a girl with amnesia who comes across conman Dmitri, who's going to try and teach her to fake Anastasia to get the reward money. But turns out in that journey, they discover that she actually is the princess.
Wow. Millie, Princess Anastasia, that's got a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
What's it like playing a character who doesn't know what she is and learns all this about herself as the story goes on? What's it like being Anastasia?
It feels just really magical, and like it just feels so lovely to like find out the story on like the way, and it's just such a lovely like film.
Amazing. And then Morgan, Sarah's just described your character, as the con man. What's it like playing the con man who finds out that actually we've discovered something?
Well, it's a really interesting. There's sort of a duo of con men. I'm Dmitri, but there's also Vlad, and he's kind of an older person to me, and I'm the adventurous one, and he's the very serious one. And it's very fun to play, because you're already thinking about how this all works together, what's going to go wrong. Is that in the show? Oh, it is in the show.
I love that. You mentioned these different character types. So you've got the con man who's a bit streetwise. You've got the serious one. Millie, Anastasia, she's a little bit goofy to begin with, isn't she? She's a little bit silly.
Yeah, a little. I think that's my personality, to be honest.
Sarah, was casting this whole show a bit of a dream because of the different characters? It's a very extreme version of life, isn't it?
Yeah. We took quite a long time to cast it. Actually, we had them all waiting. We're really lucky in the Vision Youth Theatre that we have so much talent. And, we trying to make those decisions about who fits where. And, it was really hard because actually we had so many good options. But I'm really happy with the cast we have. They're working together fantastically. And they've been an absolute dream for me, because if I ask them to go home and learn a song, they all come back next week and they know it. They've been absolutely amazing. So, yeah, it's been a really good process.
Yeah, and Morgan, coming back to you, what's been your favourite part about rehearsals?
I like when I get taken out the room with Millie and we have to learn some sort of duet, because we have about 4 of them now. Sort of mini duets, but it's always very fun just to get taken out rehearsal and then you come back and there's a lovely musical number to watch.
Yeah.
I love that. It's all been done for you.
Yeah, so quite often Morgan and Millie will go off with Clive, who's our MD, to learn some of the songs, and then Katie, our choreographer, will teach a dance to the rest of the cast. and then they come back together and put it all together, and it's been a great process of everyone working together. And I have to say, Morgan and Millie, when they sing together, their voices blend beautifully. And my favorite song from the show is In a Crowd of Thousands, and they're both absolutely smashing it. It's going to be amazing.
I'm going to come to Millie just a second, but Morgan, I saw you. Were you rolling your eyes there? Were you agreeing? What's your favourite song?
I'm not a fan of In a Crowd of Thousands. I much prefer You Can Learn to Do It. It's a very fun song, that one.
That's
but In a Crowd of Thousands sounds nice, but it's a lot of words, and they all sort of change throughout the song.
Amazing. Millie, what's your favourite song? What's your experience of those songs?
I really like Crowd of Thousands, but my favourite just has to be In My Dreams. I really like that one.
Beautiful. The score has got something for everyone, because it does take you through this journey of discovery, of friendship, of family, of belonging, and who we are. Sarah, there's some very deep themes here for a youth cast.
Yeah, really deep. There's a lot of grief in the story. Ruby, who's playing Anastasia's grandmother, is on a massive journey of grief because she's the only known surviving member of the royal family trying to find her granddaughter. And so that's been an acting challenge for Ruby that she's really risen to, and it's a great performance. But yeah, there's some really deep themes and some really complex emotions and things, but they're delivering. They're doing a fantastic job. So
amazing.
Yeah.
And Millie, going back to your character, we know that Dimitri knows who he is, and he kind of turns a corner. But Anastasia's character, she goes from kind of rags to, well, don't want to give too much away, but to not rags. What's I imagine that you've got a few costumes throughout this show.
I think I've got two, and I really like both of them, but my favourite has to be this. It's a really big puffy one, and it's all like white, and it's so gorgeous.
Yeah, she looks like an actual princess, Tom. She tried it on, and she just, it was perfect. So
I'm not surprised. So Millie, if we were to encourage those that haven't got tickets yet to see Anastasia at the Boulevard Theatre, it's this weekend. It's on Friday and Saturday. Why do you think people should come and see this show, Millie?
Because it's such a lovely story, and we got such amazing actors there, and it's just really nice, and it's
really nice. Yeah, is there anything else you want to say? Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Morgan, if you were to tell people that might not have, they're on the fence and think, do I want to? Have I got time? But how would you say, no, come on, you need to see this show because
it's a very deep show. The story makes you think. The songs make you not think. It's just a lovely experience. The songs are incredible and add to the story, actually. Many of the songs, my favourite song, for example, Learn to Do It, is a whole montage over a couple of days, and it's an incredible song that you hardly recognise that you're picking up so much of the story while listening.
It's very clever. The cartoon was clever. This is going to be clever. It's going to be performed excellently by those on stage. Sarah, give a shout out. How many young people make up this cast?
Oh, I was dreading you asking me this. Oh, it's around 30.
Wow.
Yeah, we've got some big dance numbers. We've got, it's fantastic. And if you buy a ticket, you will be absolutely stunned by the talent that the young people have in Pembrokeshire. It's going to be great. I'm really excited.
Truly blessed with plenty of talented young people here in Pembrokeshire. And just a word from Aaron here, very proud of beautiful Sarah making her directorial debut. Welcome to the Directors Club. Have you already got your next show planned?
And it's not completely planned. I said, let me get this done and then we'll look to the next one. So all my focus has been on Anastasia, but I think I'll be doing it again next year.
Oh, that's so exciting. And so just remind those that are thinking, you know what, I've been convinced. Millie and Morgan have done a great job of talking on behalf of the whole cast here, all 30 odd of them. How can they get tickets, and what time are these shows going to be on?
Tickets are on the Boulevard Theatre website or via the Vision Arts website. The show is on Friday and Saturday night.
It's going to be fantastic. I've got a tune lined up for us. I could just put the whole cast album on. It's such a wonderful show. It's a wonderful story. Drew's already lined up your next show, Sarah, so don't you worry about that. And we're going to have a little bit of Journey to the Past from Anastasia from the musical to all of you. Break a leg, have a great one. And Charlotte, you're amazing. Millie from my daughter Naomi is also watching this on social media at the moment. Have a great show. And if you are listening, go and support the young, talented artists that we have here in Pembrokeshire at the Boulevard Theatre this Friday and Saturday. It's coming up to 9:15. Anastasia with Journey to the Past is up next, as well as your celebration. Send yours in now. 01437 76 4455. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Release your feel good with the new MG3